friends, this is the activity video that goes along with our big book, Red Riding Hood. Today when I was reading, I asked you to pay attention to how these stories were different. Today we're going to be writing about the differences in the story. There were lots of little details that were different. Today I want you to pick one, and maybe even more if you want to challenge yourself to show how the two stories were different. For my example, I'm just going to pick one. For this activity, you'll need a piece of paper, something to write with, and something to color with. The first thing that you want to do on your paper, just like always, is put your name at the top. Let's leave a nice big space so we can make a cool picture for this activity. I really liked the pictures in the big book, so I'm excited to work on my picture today. And then at the bottom, we're going to be doing our writing, and we'll be doing our writing with a sentence starter. Today for your writing, you're going to be writing the reason that the books are different. So your sentence starter is going to say, the story is different. We're using some big words here, so I'm going to give you the spelling of a lot of these words. The story is different because, popcorn, or your longest one, 7 letters. Excellent. So your sentence starter should say, the story is different because. That's where we're going to put our lines, so we leave lots of space to write how they are different. If you're writing more than one reason, you probably want to add an extra line here, but for my example, I'm just going to pick one. One of my favorite things about this story that makes it different is that Little Red Riding Hood has a skateboard. I think that's a really fun detail that they added to make her seem more like a kid in this book. So for my example, I'm going to be writing, the story is different because Little Red had a skateboard. So let's go ahead and work on my writing together. The story is different because, next I'm going to write Little Red. Little is a popcorn word. Little. Red I'm going to borrow from the cover of the book. I could stretch out the word red because it's not too long, but I have the spelling here. The story is different because Little Red had, popcorn word, a popcorn word. And then skateboard is really, really long. I don't want to try to stretch that whole thing. I think I'm going to chunk it in half first. I'm going to do skate, and then I'll do board next to each other, so it's a little easier for stretching. So let's work on the word skate. K, k, k. A, t, t, t. And I heard A say its name, so I'm going to guess that magical letter is on the end. So that's skate. Now I need to do the second part. I need to do board. I'm going to stretch board. B, b, or. Oh, that sounds like a popcorn word. I know how to spell that one. B, or, d, d, d. Board. Skate, board, skateboard. Cool, I used Chunky Monkey here. I'll put a period at the end of my sentence. Now I need to go back and read it and make sure that it makes sense. The story is different because Little Red had a skateboard. Excellent. I like my sentence and it makes sense. Now for my picture, I want to show that difference. I have a couple of choices for my picture here. I can either draw a picture that just shows what happened in the big book, or I can do two pictures. I can draw a picture of what happened in the small book we read yesterday, and another picture that shows the big book, and then the pictures will show how they're different. You can decide if you want to do one or two pictures. Just make sure that your picture matches your idea here. If you want to send a picture of your work to the teachers, we would love to see it and give you a compliment. Have fun with this.